am Sure Sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over your son.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Tricknick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Tricknick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Good evening. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Manins Man. And this is our second show for the day. It is our EPL preview show. We'll be looking at this weekend EPL fixtures, including the game that was played today. We'll also be heading to Spain, yes, to discuss the El Clasico, not the Boom Clasico, but the actual Clasico between Real Madrid and Barcelona. That will incidentally be played at the same time of the Liverpool versus Man City game. So I don't know how that is going to work. But we need to get past some early things and just, get through the formalities before we get into the meat of that matter. All right. So first, let me welcome you to the platform. If this is your first time, and I Am Sure Sports, we are delighted to have you, and we hope you will subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be a part of the I Am Sure Sports family. This is where we share in the space of giving good football information locally and internationally, and we cover a wide range of sporting disciplines, and we have several presenters and hosts who are well versed in different areas: Pioneer, National, we have Brian Manasteel, we have people in track and field, all different kinds of sports. And then on the football side, we have who will be with me this evening, Kronke. We have like the great CC. We have people in our comment section. We have On-Seed Sports. We have so many persons that work alongside us to make the product work. All right. And then we have some moderators who they are on the ball. They always have the information that I may be missing. So thanks to all of you. Hey, and you, if you're new, you can join the family. And if you're one of our regular viewers and a subscriber, here's what you need to do. Get one person to subscribe tonight. Do that. If you're in Jamaica, get one person to subscribe. That's it. If you're in North America or anywhere else overseas, it is our Super Friday day. And on Super Fridays, we ask person to do some super stickers and super chat. And that's very easy to do. When you're making a comment, there is a $sign. If you hit that $sign, it gives you like 2 instruction. It takes around 10 minutes and you can do that. You can give $1 to $1 million. You understand me? It's up to you. If your pocket is and your account is hefty, then you can do $1 million. If it's lightweight, then $1 will do, right? And so earlier today, I think we ended up with like 8, and we're supposed to get 11 more. So we hope in the 1 hour and 30 minutes we will be on this show that we'll get 11 more super stickers and super chats combined. All right. Also want to say a big thank you to the sponsors of this video. The sponsors are Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it the most. Call Prestige Finance at 876-884-7390. Prestige Finance is located in Linstead, St. Catherine, Jamaica, and they're offering loans of up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars. There is no processing fee, same day processing, and only 0 to 4% interest rate if you call and you let them know you heard about them from I Am Sure Sports. Also, a big thank you to Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and they seek legacy for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA. You can visit Launch Legacy at launchlegacy.com, or you can call or text them at 647-989-0782. All right, the 2 televised Schoolboy games that were played today, for those of you who didn't get a chance to watch them, man, Vauxhall, they probably have, apart from Campion, they have some of the smallest players, but man, they love to knock the ball around. I'm telling you, they knocked the ball around, played very well, but Edith Dalton got the better of them, 3-2. And then Charlie Smith, undefeated all season, they defeated Tivoli Garden by 1-0. That was a very Tivoli Garden High School, that is very good game. 2 very good custodians. It was good to see Christopher Nicholas coaching. Karumi Huey is there as well, but so Kimo Dread, you understand me, there he was coaching, and to see Byron Earl and Eugene William leading the charges at Charlie Smith, that was a good thing. Welcome Kirk Rowe and Fresh God up and running. El Padrino, the Godfather, is early in the building. The Godfather is here. All right. And where is the farmer? El Granadero, where is the farmer? My name is Man Bless Up. I hope you talk about how trying to cover up England poster boy Jordan Henderson racial abuse. Oh, yeah. They have to do that because they know that going into the World Cup, it will be problems at Jordan Henderson. Yeah, bless up, man. In KW Media, bless up, yeah, man. A joy. And Chris Wayne, tough loss for Tivoli. They outplayed Charlie Smith. I believe so. Chris Wayne. All right. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is to show you the fixture list, and then we're going to go through them one after the other. Just want you to know that I got all the wins with the exception of the West Ham game. What I didn't get is the correct score lines. So all my predictions were spot on in terms of who would win and who would lose, except one drawn game. All right. So yeah, that is good. Hey, what CC talking about? One Haaland hat-trick. You're trying to have some. Hey, CC, get out of here. Big up Ian Campbell. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is to show you the fixtures. Yep. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I'm waiting on my co-host. Yeah, one down Manchester United. I see the Manchester United fan. See the Chelsea fans. I don't see any Liverpool fan yet, and I'm the Arsenal man right now. All right. So let's get them all in, and then we can hear. You know, there's a lot of banter. People don't take it personal when they hear people in the comment section talking. It's just bantering. So don't take it serious. Don't get upset. Don't go to your bed and sleep and dream about it. You understand me? When you finish off the platform, you go enjoy yourself. Forget everything on this, all right? Don't take it so serious. A little fun is good. And we have the man who spends all the money in Arsenal while we are rebounding. He's one of the Kronke. What license do you have as a YouTube coach? What level?
Well, everything I have must be excellence. It has to be A. If it starts with an A, it has to be A.
Oh, you have the pro.
Has to be a pro license. Has to be a pro license.
Yeah,
and a European pro license too. Not a CONCACAF.
Well, you have a North American pro license because you're North American YouTube.
North American in football. Unless it's American football, it's not American now.
But good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you. Good evening to you also.
Yes. Yeah, man. Well, the fans are there. What do you want to say to them as we begin, or you just want to get into? Yeah.
Well, we can get into it. I want to say something. I have to beat my chest a little bit because I think I'm saying this every single time we have a show. I'm going to say this. I called out the fact that Trent is challenged as a defender, and I was denigrated. My football acumen was what needs to be. I don't know anything about football. All of a sudden, I'm hearing this uproar about Trent and his inability to defend. So it looks like some people have foresight and visionary, can see these things way before the majority. That's all I'll say.
What I'll say is that I don't think people were questioning his inability to defend. I think the question was about people saying that he's not a good footballer.
No. That's not true. Everyone agreed he's the best right back going forward. Probably next to in terms of football, period. Never play right back. Probably the second best right back going forward. The debate was how good was he? I was in a program with someone who said, I didn't know anything about football. He's better than Reece James. He's better than Kyle Walker. He's better than Trippier. And now there's almost a consensus because Napoli showed him up about 3 years ago. When Napoli played him the last time, it wasn't the first time he got showed up. 3 years ago, they had him running around like his head chicken without a head, frankly. So hopefully the kid learned to defend because he doesn't know how to defend. And he's not an aware footballer. But I'll stop with that beating up Trent. I don't want to beat Trent. It's not a Trent program.
Let's
when I speak, people should listen. That's all I'll say.
All right, let me just take this one from Kirk. Get your comments on it because listen, every other comment so far, it has Kronke in it, right? So let me just get Kirk, and then we get into the fixtures. He says, "Management, best up. I hope you talk about how I think they are trying to cover up England poster boy Jordan Henderson racial abuse of Gabriel. What are your thoughts on that? Because the kind of private hearing, nobody's really saying what was said."
So I don't make comments without evidence.
Okay.
I think it's unfair to speculate and make comments about something when you don't have all the facts. You're normally left with egg on your face. So just like your previous guest the last time talked about people were questioning the integrity of JFF and all that, please do not cause aspersion on people unless you have facts to support your argument. So I won't comment on that until the facts come through, because I'm not sure it's fair we want anyone to cause aspersion on us as individuals when we don't have the facts. Something was said, people are upset. Arteta said what happens on the field stays on the field. I didn't get that, if it was what they're alluding it to be. So let's see what the facts come out and then we can comment on it.
All right. I don't understand this comment. CC saying, I am sure sports. Is this an Arsenal program? I don't understand that comment. It's called the EPL preview show. What have we said about Arsenal? The only thing.
Look, it's an inferiority complex. Don't get quick, man. That's a complex.
We just started.
We haven't said anything about Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying.
Someone asked a question about perceived racism, and we addressed it, and saying that we can't talk on it because we don't have the fact. And he's talking about this is an Arsenal program.
All right,
I have no idea what he's talking about.
CC, if you'd like to come on and express your views about Chelsea, we have no problem. Say that. Same thing with Demo, because Demo is a a Trent supporter. I think he supports Trent more than anyone else, right? I support Trent, but not like Demo. He says it's a myth that Trent can't defend. All right. So one of these days, you and Demo need to work through that.
Man. When you are biased, you cannot be objective and looking through a glass that says Trent is great, so I can't see his deficiencies. I've been saying this for years about Trent. When Trent is going forward, it camouflages differences. When they had a 3-man midfield with Henderson, Fabinho, Wijnaldum from the Dutch team, and they all played the same, weren't skillful, played defense, had this cover for him. His deficiencies weren't that great, and Matip wasn't always injured. They cover for him, right? Goes forward, things have changed. Van Dijk is not the same. Thiago is not a good defender. Matip is always injured. So the deficiencies become much more prominent. So people should look at the situation, look at the facts, and call for what it is. He's not a good defender. In fact, he's a bad defender.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to move into the fixtures. Of course, a game was played today, so let's bring up the fixtures. There we go. All right, Dima, we soon get to you. When we get to the Liverpool game, we'll talk about that certainly. And then, like I said, we're going to drop the link so you can. The Godfather is saying, tell them, Kronke. You're able to see Kronke?
Yes, I can see it.
All right, so Brentford won today by 2-0. Were you able to watch the game? Ivan Toney scoring 2 penalties. But I thought Brentford...
No, he didn't score 2 penalties. He scored up
2 goals. Right, yeah, 3
goals, right.
Yeah. But I thought Brentford, look at the stats in the game, Kronke. Brentford, 73 possession, 7 shots, 21 shots, 7 on target. And they lost the game.
So the problem with Brighton is they can't score.
Yeah.
They're like Wolves. They don't have a striker. You know, Welbeck, we gave up on him, you know. So they didn't take the lessons that we learned from Welbeck, which is those things called the goalpost is not what he focuses on. He's good until he gets to the 18, and then all of a sudden, things go away. So they need a better center forward. Now, it's not only his fault, but he hasn't scored this season. They've played, 9 games so far? He hasn't scored a goal, and he's a center forward. That's a problem.
Yeah. A lot of the goals come from Trossard.
Yes. He scored 3 in 1 game. But I do think they need to improve their forward line.
And they have one of their players.
Really well, actually.
And they have a player that resigned as well, retired.
Yeah, the kid from Zambia. He has a heart problem.
I'm saying that, man, from Zambia. You can imagine, you are from Zambia. How many Zambians are playing in the Premier League? Probably he's one of the only ones. And the man has a condition and has to retire in his 20s. That is so sad. Yeah,
life is not fair. That's all I'll say about that.
I'm just wondering if, how does that work with his contract? It ends once he has retired? They pay him.
That's a good question. I don't know if there's any clause in the contract which says if I retire because of, I wouldn't call it an act of God in this case, but something which you can't control what the situation is. I'm sure what will happen is he probably does his coach's badges and they'll probably give him some support system. But I don't know what the contractual situation is and what that entails. But he should have insurance. Even if he doesn't get paid, he should have insurance. So.
Yeah, man.
You always insure your contract. You can afford to.
Yeah. Well, I know they're not taking any risk with this guy who used to cheat Tiote, used to play for Newcastle because he died from some heart complications as well. He fell down on the field a couple. And I find that, I know it happened to Christian Eriksen, but I kind of find that there's a lot of African players who seem to be having these heart issues.
Well, either African players or African heritage, right? And I think they say his was hereditary.
Okay.
So, there are some issues there, actually. You're right. If you can think about maybe 4 or 5 or 6 African players versus Eriksen, probably the only one I've heard about from a European standpoint. So I'm not sure we have a propensity via that route for these things to happen, but it's unfortunate. The kid deserves better, frankly.
Yeah. The next game, the first game tomorrow morning, Kronke, is Leicester City versus Crystal Palace. What is your take on that game? Leicester City versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace defeated Leeds 2-1 at home last game, and Leicester lost to Bournemouth 2-1 away. So this game is being played in Leicester, and I don't know if these are just rumors, but Brendan Rodgers, they say, wants to be fired. Is that real?
No, look, the English press are the worst. I'm sorry, they're just, you don't want the press in England to cover you, because their job is to find anything that's negative to destroy you. Frankly, that's the way they come across. That's the way I perceive them. I don't think he wants to be fired. I think he's frustrated they didn't invest in the team this year. But nobody wants to really be fired.
Really?
You need to go to another job.
They didn't invest in the team this year?
No, so I think they only bought the one player from France. They paid about 30-something mil for him.
What about the centre forward, Daka?
Daka was the year before.
No, he came in January.
No, Daka was the year before.
Really?
They bought Ilinachi maybe 3 years ago. They have Vardy and they have Daka. Daka from where? Someplace in Europe. I'm not sure if it's a Belgian league or what's the league with Salzburg, one of those leagues. But I do think they didn't invest. That's part of his concern. The owner, died a few years ago in the helicopter crash. His son takes over. It doesn't seem like there's the same interest. I think they have fixed their training ground. But when you fix your training ground, it's beautiful, but you're gonna have a beautiful training ground in the championship. That's not a good look. They have good players, Mannings, man. I don't know what they can't defend. Whenever you get a set piece on them, you think you're going to score because they can't defend, and that is a lot of both coaching and effort, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the goal Schmeichel is not there. Fofana is not there.
He was moving it though. He wasn't playing his best like he was in their championship years and subsequently. He wasn't playing great. He went to Nice. So they have a new goalkeeper who's not playing well, frankly.
He's not good.
No, he's not that good. So they need to go get a goalkeeper, and they also need to get some defenders.
Well, they should have a lot of money because they sell Fofana for almost 100 million.
Yeah, they may straighten in January. Remember Newcastle last year? Did they win their first game before January? I can't recall that happening. They bought in January, and they won the better. I think they had the third best record subsequently. So maybe you take some of that money and reinvest if they haven't spent it already.
Yeah. All right. I see. Also, Salzburg is a team that Pax and Daka in Austria, and Boston, as he's saying, Kadira from Germany had a heart condition too. But is it Kadira from African descent?
Yeah, they are. Kadira,
like Moroccan or Algerian or something.
I don't know where it's from.
I think he. Right. So what are your thoughts on that game? Crystal Palace is one of those teams that plays good football, though they don't always get the right result. They're going away to Leicester.
It's a tough game for them because two similar teams. Crystal Palace have a better defense, skillful teams with Eze and Zaha and good players on Crystal Palace team. Ilichi, they have a good team. But they didn't play well against Leeds. That they won, but Leeds battered them in the first half. So it's an interesting game. I'm going to say 2-2.
2-2. All right, people in the comment section, what are your thoughts on that game? Leicester City at home to Crystal Palace. That is the first game in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, Jamaica time. Our time in Jamaica, I think on the East Coast, it is 7:30. On the West Coast, probably 4:30.
If I'm not mistaken, Leicester has one of the best possession stats in the EPL.
Leicester?
Yeah.
Best possession over City and Arsenal?
No, I say one of the best. I didn't say the best.
Oh. that would certainly.
I think their stats may be better than ours, actually, but it's not better than City.
Possession stats.
Yeah, I thought they were up there.
I would be surprised if their stats are better than Arsenal.
They're about 18 possession stats, I think, or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It's one of the better ones. If you're at the bottom of the table, Just possession stats should be better than the first 10 teams, right? Shouldn't be up there. I think they're like 8 or something like that. I think like Arsenal, Man City, Brighton is up there. Brighton has exceptional possession stats, as they showed today, actually.
Okay. The Godfather is saying that yes, they do. Made the second most passes or something.
Yeah, but they're not passing the ball where it needs to be. Pass the ball to the goal. It's not through passes. Well, they got good players. Darko, Madison, they have got good players.
And Didi, Mendy in midfield. Kronke almost let man even take off his shirt. What with the Leicester thing? Don't know about the position. That thing. Yeah,
I think they're one of the better, not best, because best would be top 4. Yeah. They're in the top 8 in terms of possession stat. And as he said, they've made a lot of passes. The passes are just not going to the right places.
The next fixture is Nottingham. Nottingham traveling to play Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Who don't have a coach? They don't have a manager.
Who don't have a manager? What?
Wolves, they have an interim manager. I think Nuno coming back. They're trying to get Nuno back.
I figured that they were going to try and do that.
Yeah.
I figured that they were going to try and do that. But
look, management, if your problem is, first of all, they buy too many Portuguese players. I'm sorry. Not because the Portuguese mean. I understand Mendes has contacts there, but diversify your squad. They're all the same players. They all play the same way.
Yeah.
And they're not buying any goal scorers.
Yeah, that's Wolves. Yeah, but they just bought Diego Costa. They have,
like I said, they're not buying any goal scorers.
Raul Jimenez.
They went to the scrap heap. I'm not sure Diego's playing football. They went the cheap route to get Diego Costa. But Diego, he still can play, He still plays well, but he was never the quickest. And the Premier League nowadays, you need some speed and some skill and ability to put the ball in the net.
Yeah, but I think they're going to beat Nottingham Forest. I watched Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa, and though that game was tied, they have this guy that they're trying to build, Morgan Gibbs-White. That I think they're trying to build the team around him.
They should. They pay $40 million for him.
I don't think he's at the level to carry a team.
No, he wasn't a starter for Wolves when they sold him.
There you go. And I'm saying here it is that this is the player that Nottingham Forest, like everything goes through him. And I'm thinking this guy's not there yet.
Well, they bought Lingard with that view. Not bought Lingard, but Lingard went there on a free with that view, but it hasn't worked out well.
Yeah, but Lingard not even playing. He didn't even play.
Because he wasn't playing well. He wasn't playing well. He was great for West Ham the year before. He wasn't playing well. So now they've bought 23 players. It's a mess.
Yeah. All right. Who win this game? I'm going Wolves. Wolves not scoring more than 1 goal. I think this is a 1. They're hard to score on, but I think they get a goal in this, and it goes 1-1 to Wolves.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Wolves.
Okay.
I don't know where the 2 goals are coming from, by the way. But
1 goals. Yeah, I see Duckland saying Crystal Palace winning 2-1. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. I'm going Wolves 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Kronke saying 2-1. 2-0 in favor.
2-1 to Wolves. 2-1 to Wolves.
Yeah. All right, this game I think is a very interesting game. The 2 promoted teams playing Fulham versus Bournemouth.
So the outcome is depending upon for the prediction is based on whether Mitrovic is playing or not.
He has not been scoring though.
But he was injured. He didn't play last time. He was injured.
Okay.
He was injured last game, so that's to make a prediction, I gotta have some idea of whether he's playing or not.
Bournemouth are on good form, because Bournemouth they tied 0-0, and then they tied with Newcastle 1-1. They tied with Brentford 0-0.
I think they're in 10th position.
Yeah, and then they defeated Leicester 2-1. All right. Fulham lost to West Ham. And they also lost to Newcastle, where that player got a red card, so 4-1. So they have had a couple of heavy defeats. But they are at home at Craven Cottage.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
I just think I'm wondering how Bournemouth winning games, because I think of the promoted teams, they have the least quality.
So they management. Sometimes, look, they fire their coach, and they haven't lost since, have they? I think when they fired him, when he got 9 from Liverpool or 7 from Liverpool.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, I don't think they have lost since. So it says something about how players respond when a new coach comes in, or the coach may have changed the strategy. Not sure what it is, but they've been doing well.
Yeah.
I don't think it will last though. I think they're going to fall back down the table.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, they've had some good fixtures since Liverpool, haven't they? They play the Villas of the world and the Leicesters of the world. They play some of the more bottom teams. When they start running,
well, they drew with Newcastle.
Yeah, but that was Newcastle.
And it was a home game for Newcastle, 1-1.
I thought Newcastle. Did Newcastle, when they got to 10 minutes, they had some issues. They had some issue. They had some issue in that game. I forgot what it was. They had some issue.
So you're going 2-2 scoreline?
Yes.
All right. I see Gunners boss saying Arsenal Gunners will continue the winning ways. Philadelphia Phillies paint October red, leading the Braves 2-1 in the American League Division Series. All right, Gunners boss. So your Phillies winning, your Gunners winning. You're a happy man. All right.
Yeah, I stopped watching baseball because I kept falling asleep and decided that I need to stay up.
Oh well, the Yankees are the Yankees look like they're going to do something.
They may. The Mets didn't, so the Yankees may.
Yeah. All right. So let's continue with our fixtures. El Padrino says Neves Screamer 1-0. Neves was injured last week.
No, I think he missed the last game with yellow cards or something.
It was yellow. I thought he was injured.
It may have been yellow cards. I forgot. I think it may have been yellow cards.
Okay. I don't think he's scoring no free kick in this game. All right. No, this is a game that I'm very interested in. Right.
Same here.
Tottenham versus Everton. I thought Everton had an opportunity last weekend against Manchester City. Iwobi scored, but Iwobi gave away a goal, and I think
that's not correct. So
all right, go ahead.
Both goals came from turnover from the midfield. Iwobi lost the ball almost in the final third. That's the ball Casemiro picked up and made play that through ball. If you lose the ball almost in the third of the other half, where's my defense? So when people say he caused a goal, I view that as maybe in your third, you do something. He had to make a long pass. It was a good pass by Casemiro, who, by the way, is not as good as Partey. Let me just say that again. Ronaldo, who then scored. And the first goal was, what's his name? Ghana, Goe. He turned the ball over, misplaced a control, which they picked up and scored. But Everton came back really well. Everton midfield is very good. Between Onana, Ghana, and Iwobi, who actually is playing really well. They're trying to re-sign him. They are very athletic. They cover a lot of grounds. They're good on the ball. It'll be a tough game for Tottenham. I think they've given up. They gave up 2 goals last week. So they gave up less goals than we have this season. They've given up like 9 goals.
Tottenham?
No, Everton.
Everton.
The defense normally was leaky with Keane and others in there. That's changed. So their defense is playing well. They may have given up like 9 or 10 goals this season. I think it's 9 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but we have only given up 10 goals. Yeah, they have given up 9 goals as well.
Yeah. I said less than us.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to have this vaunted defense, which is
but Tottenham, listen, I watch even Tottenham against Eintracht Frankfurt playing with them. Like Tottenham just don't look, though they are getting results, I kind of feel like they're not playing good enough.
Well, the thing is this, the good thing about them is that you're not getting behind them to score. Like they get behind us.
That is it.
Right?
Yeah,
you get behind us like a joke. Like we play a high line, but even when we're playing deep, you saw in the last game, you still get behind our defense like Firmino did. That's not happening with Tottenham. So you have to score from in front of them, even though they're pretty deep. But I think their midfield is part of their challenge. They're not moving the ball quickly enough. They're not creating opportunities from the midfield. It's like Son and Kane and Kulusevski or original to create it for themselves, which is a challenge. You need midfielders who can split the defense and get you behind. So we'll see. I'm going to say that's a draw, 2-2.
in London, I don't see Everton scoring 2 on Tottenham. And the most they're scoring is 1 goal. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline.
I think both teams. Everton is not a pressing team, so they'll be deep. That means Tottenham has to come out and play, which is going to create more space behind them.
I think Richarlison is going to score.
If he plays, he probably will. So the last game he played 2 up top, right? So yeah, possibly. I think Everton midfield is really good actually, and protect the back four really well, and they change their back four. So yeah, it should be a good game. Everton has been playing well.
Yeah. And then we have Southampton at St. Mary's versus West Ham. West Ham has also been on a very good run. Last couple of games.
The Italian centre forward is scoring goals, isn't he?
Yes, he's scoring. The defeated Wolves 2 goals to 0. They defeated Fulham 3 goals to 1. So
Fulham. They beat Fulham. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I would say 3-1 West Ham.
Okay.
Southampton is struggling.
I'm telling you, man. Southampton.
You know what? I'm gonna say 2-1 West Ham because they're playing at Southampton. So I'm gonna say 2-1. What city beat them? 4? I'll say 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah. All right. Let me get a couple of these. Okay. I am not a Phillies fan management, but when the city wins, the people wins. All right, boss. El Padrino says 2-0 Spurs. Dougherty and Kane. How Dougherty goes?
Well, he does get forward a lot, and he didn't miss a couple goals the last game he played in. Last PL game he played, he got some good chances, but
don't think Lingard messed up. I think he's now at the point where he's thinking about life. I think after football and trying to accumulate as much money before he goes to MLS or stop playing.
Well, look, West Ham would have paid him at least, I'm sure, $100K a week.
Not have gone back to Manchester United.
No. West Ham wanted him. I think he said it wasn't money why he went to Nottingham Forest. It was the project. The project is to get to the championship. So I'm not sure that was a good idea. He was a star at West Ham. They loved him at West Ham. He was scoring goals, having fun. He should have gone to West Ham. Yeah, the money is good, maybe a little bit better. But I don't think the money was at that amount where it was that such a differential that he shouldn't have gone to West Ham. And he would be winning and enjoying his football and not being blamed for all the failures of Nottingham Forest because he's been called out.
He's not playing.
Well, because he wasn't playing well. When you play with better players than management, you can look good.
You know what is so funny? It is the players that came up with Nottingham Forest that have been playing better.
Yeah, because there's camaraderie, there's cohesiveness.
But you know that though, Kronke, from their starting 11, 7 of the players that were in their starting 11 were not Nottingham Forest players.
Right, they were loanies. Most of them were loanies.
They were loanies, yeah. So a lot of them went back to their clubs.
Yeah.
Which is probably the problem that they're having.
Yes, that's part of their problem. But when you come to Premier League, you need to uplift your talent. That's why sometimes these teams struggle, right? Yeah. So look at Bournemouth has done well, but they were really struggling. Fulham has done really well, but Fulham goes back and forth between the Premier League and the Championship. And Nottingham Forest has been in the Premier League forever. I don't think they've ever been in the Premier League. They were European champions one time way back when. And they spent 160-something million and still can't see what the money they spent. They should have bought 5 or 6 good players, get some of the loanies versus spending on 23 players which you can't integrate. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, big up Jason. Welcome to the show, man. Rockford, bless up as well.
Bless up Rockford.
Yeah, man. And Jason says, bless up management and Stan.
Bless up Jason.
Yeah. And Fresh God said, yeah, man. Lingard was called out for bench. Bless up. He
hasn't played well. At West Ham, he got a lot of freedom. He was playing the 10. He was getting service from Rice and Suchek and others. Now he's not getting that service. You play with people who are not that good, you're gonna look bad. And he can't carry a team. That's not what he does.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Then we have a game that I think this is going to be a very tricky game for Manchester United. All right.
Well, St. Maximum is back.
Yes.
They should be available. I think Newcastle is a brilliant team, frankly.
And Callum Wilson is going to play.
Callum Wilson is playing. Isak is probably still out.
I think Guimaraes is out though.
Really? I haven't heard him out.
Yeah, man. Because he didn't play in the last game, wasn't he injured?
What do you mean? He scored 2 the last game.
Yeah.
He scored 2 goals the last game. Shelby's out. Shelby's been out for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I think he's their full team because St. Maximum was on the bench last game and he came on. No, they're gonna give Manu a run for their money. So now you will have Almiron and St. Maximum on the wings, Wilson in the middle with Willock, Guimaraes, and Nash, and maybe Joe Linton. He didn't really start the last game. The defense is good. Now they should have a full team apart from Shelby.
I know that Fraser Foster has been playing well as well.
For who?
For Newcastle.
Foster playing, yeah.
Not Fraser Foster. Fraser. That sharp guy was
Fraser's a bench player.
Yeah, but he played when St. Maximum was out and he really played well.
Yeah, but he's not. Murphy started the last game. He's not going to start. He's going to come off the bench.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to pick Newcastle to win this game, even though we're playing at Man U by 2-1.
Okay, so you're going. All right, let me hear from the Manchester United fans. KW Media, I think he's speaking about Jesse Lingard. He said he made more money at first because his sign-on bonus was basically the 9 million a club would pay in transfer fees for him since he was acquired on a free.
Yeah, I didn't know he got a bonus. I know he got a good salary. I know he got a bonus.
Yeah. Duckland says we'll give Newcastle the same thing we gave the Gunners.
Well, Duckland, you struggled to beat a Minion in the Europa League this week with Ronaldo starting up front. I mean, Rashford playing and all your players playing. So if you can't beat some team, I can't pronounce their name, and you're trying to beat Newcastle even though you're at home, it should be interesting. Newcastle, here's the thing, man, they're not us, you know. We play a very high line, so we're susceptible to balls in behind where Rashford can use his speed and where Anthony can use their speed. This is a different game. Newcastle doesn't play that game. So we'll see. I think Newcastle to win.
All right, Kronke says Newcastle is going to win. I am going with a 2-2 draw. That's what I'm going with. El Padrino says Manchester United 3, Newcastle 1. Duckland says 3-piece with fries. Is that for Newcastle, Duckland? El Padrino is reminding us that Nick Pope also plays for Newcastle.
Yeah, we know. He can't use his feet, though. He's poor with his feet.
Yeah. And Nitro says Man U 1, Newcastle 1.
I think St. Maximum is going to have a field day. We see what Dallo does against St. Maximum. He's going to have a field day because he cannot be marked.
Yeah. All right. So that's one of the one of the 3 8:00 game because Leeds will be hosting Arsenal tomorrow as well.
Sunday, not tomorrow.
Sunday, 8 a.m. local time. All right.
I get confused with 8 a.m. because I'm not at 8 a.m. time. When you say 8 a.m., it's 9 a.m.
Yes.
Standard time. But I want it's at 8 a.m. I think we'll win 3-1, actually.
Yeah, I just feel like Arsenal is going to concede. I think we're going to go 2 up, and then the score, and then we go on.
We were awful in the week, by the way.
Yes.
We were awful. I think it was cold, though. It was obviously.
And it's also what they said. What I heard is that it was windy and it's artificial turf. And the players
windy and it was cold, is what I heard.
Yeah, and I heard that the players were trying not to, be overly aggressive because of the artificial turf and they weren't used to it. But I'm just saying, in terms of how the team played, I don't know.
They dominated us.
Yeah?
They dominated us. They should have scored like 3 goals.
Yeah, I feel like, I tell people like, Sambi Lakanga I don't know. I've watched him. I've never seen him tackle.
But he was one of the better players.
Well, when he has the ball.
Yes.
But when he doesn't have the ball, he's not
a 6, he's a 8.
He doesn't tackle. And then Odegaard was playing in midfield.
Odegaard was poor.
Don't tackle. And Fabian Vieira don't tackle. So who was going to win the balls in the midfield?
Yeah, there were no tacklers in midfield. They dominated possession too.
Yeah.
None of those guys tackle, you're right. They're all offensive players and they don't play defense.
Yep.
When Xhaka played, that's why Xhaka and Partey works, because they both put in a foot, right? They both tackle. Those guys, they're both wall winners. These are
the games now you realize that you can't trust Eddie Nketiah.
Was it really him or the support? Saka wasn't that good. Like, the bias to Saka is amazing. Saka scored what we call a buck-up goal, right? He did nothing else in the game. And Robbie gave him a 9 when he rated him, or 8 when he rated him. And I'm saying, last week when he scored 2 goals, man, you and I could score those 2 goals. I'm not saying the kid is not a good player, but the bias is ridiculous. Martinelli is a different story. When Saka gets the ball, I know people are complaining it's an Arsenal program, he jockeys. Defense recovers. The defense gets a chance to set, recover, and position themselves. When Martinelli gets it, he puts his head down and he goes at the goal. That's what Saka needs to do more of. And he doesn't have a right foot, man. He can't even walk on his right foot. You saw that shot he took in midweek?
Yeah, that should have. I saw that ball that came across. I think Odegaard played it to him, and he used his right foot. He should have scored that.
The kid is a good player, but I don't think the laudatory comments I hear extolling his virtues and how great he is. He's a very good player, but I see Martinelli being exceptional eventually. I see Saka being very good. He has to improve his right foot, which I'm not sure he can do at this point in his career. And he has to be quicker in his decision making. It takes a long time to make a decision. Yeah. But anyway, this is not about Arsenal, but I think we'll beat Leeds. Leeds play well against Crystal Palace.
You know what I find? I feel like the former Leeds coach is better than this coach.
No.
Yeah,
he was one-dimensional.
Jeff Marsh, I don't know.
I think Marsh has better players apart from Calvin Phillips, but their forward has been out for almost like a year and a half. I think Rodrigo is playing well.
Well, Rodrigo is back and Brentford is back.
Brentford is back, yeah. But I do think, and what's his name? Tyler Adams is playing well, actually. Really well. They have a decent team, but we should beat them. Because then we'll have Jesus and Martinelli starting and Partey and Xhaka. So long as those players are not injured and Manning's man of strength is right up the middle. Ramsdale, Saliba, Partey, Jesus. Right through the middle is where we're strongest.
Listen, I think if Arsenal can win all their games, up to the break, I think the last game is Chelsea.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough game. Chelsea, I mean, they've lost Reece James, it seemed, for a while. Like, England right backs are falling like crazy.
Ben White.
Trent pulled out of our game because he got tired of Martinelli running him ragged.
No, there was a rough tackle on him by Martinelli, though. It wasn't. There was a tackle on him by Martinelli. It wasn't intentional.
No, it wasn't intentional. He stepped in his instep. I know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he was playing well. He would have continued and then figure out the injury.
Well, I think Ben White is, in pole position to be called up if those guys don't recover. Because Ben White, really and truly, Ben White has been playing well. I'm not really fond of him, but he has been playing well.
Well, I mean, he's not a right back by trade, right? So if you're taking a centre back to play right back and playing well, then it's a good footballer. And he also can play CDM, which he's played before when he was out on loan. So he's a very good footballer. He's good on the ball. Probably need to tackle better, but he's played well. He played well against Zaha, some of the better forwards. And by the way, Manning's man, last week we played Liverpool. Was Salah playing? I still couldn't figure it out. I didn't really watch the game. Was Salah on the field? Because I didn't see him for the entire 90 minutes. I know he came off, actually. He must have been injured. He came off, but he played in midweek.
I leave that for when Demo talk to you. I leave that for the Liverpool people to talk to you.
We put Tomiyasu out there for a reason. You know Tomiyasu can play right back, left centre back, left back. He's ambidextrous. He can use both right and left foot. But I didn't see Salah. The great Salah didn't play. I wish he had played.
Yeah. Mason Greenwood appear to return soon. Anthony versus Greenwood. I don't think Mason Greenwood can play until at least after February next year. Based on my understanding.
Yeah, that's what I understand. Sometime next year.
It has to be next year. All right, Nitro. Unfortunately, Duckland says Arsenal will beat Leeds 4-2. Unfortunately for your Manchester United team, but fortunately for me.
Well, we're going to have a hiccup some point in the management. We're going to have an unexpected outcome in one of those games.
Well, let it be. Even if Chelsea beat us when we play that last game before we go after the World Cup, that's fine.
I don't think we should play a hybrid set. We play teams that have quick forwards. Like you play Chelsea with Aubameyang, we should play a hybrid. We play the Leeds of the world, we can play up the field. Or Dan James ain't no good. If you get on him, go away and worry about Dan James. But when we play the better teams, we got to be careful about how we play the high line.
Yeah. Fresh God says, Man U 2, Newcastle 0 if Varane plays. If not, 2-1 for Manchester United.
You rate Varane?
Yeah. Big up Howard Chin from Medieval. Bless up, man, Howard Chin. All right.
You know, Maguire gets all the blame for Man U situation. Varane was playing beside him. What was Varane doing?
Reece isn't going to the World Cup, and I don't think Trent Alexander-Arnold will be there either. Wow.
They haven't got the feedback on Reece yet to say if he's going or not. I don't think Walker had groin surgery, so he may not be going. Reece has to go see a specialist. And Trent, I don't know what Trent's situation is.
Okay. All right. Mannings, man, did you see that Kronke will miss the World Cup? Yeah. I don't know. Kronke just look like one of those players like Thomas Partey, like Kronke, you'd say like he's 50.
I don't think Kante's as old as Thomas, even though age-wise he's older. But
it's just because he's short, short people normally don't look as aged.
No, but management, I think when you pass 30, that's a lot of football you've played, You get old quickly when you hit 30. So amazing how players drop off when they hit 30. Some players like Ronaldo are sustainable, but even Messi showed some drop off the year before last. He's better this year. 30 is an interesting age of football.
Yeah. Unless you're Zlatan. El Padrino says Salah is in Tokyo.
No, he was in Tomiyasu's back pocket. It wasn't even the front pocket. It was in the back. You could see him. I have never seen Salah that quiet in a game ever.
Yeah.
And look how Firmino was present. Nunes was present. Jota was present. Thiago was brilliant.
You know what surprised me? You know that Demo has come to challenge Kronke about Trent because we get into the Liverpool game. So we had to have a Liverpool brother that says good. So Kronke, you need time to get your notes?
I don't need notes.
All right. So we're gonna bring up Demo. But listen, thank you, Sir Ryan, with the super sticker. All right, so we only have 10 more to go, people. Remember, it's still Super Friday, and on Super Friday, we ask our viewers and subscribers to help the channel by giving a super sticker or a super chat. All right, so we have 10 more to go. So looking forward to us having those before we wrap up the show, because it won't be long before we do that. All right, so that's Arsenal versus Leeds. And then, is there any other game over the weekend? All right, because Demo is here, we're going to skip the Chelsea game until CC is about and talk about Liverpool versus Manchester City. All right, and we're going to talk about that game. Let me remove this from here so they can have enough space to discuss how good a defender Trent is. Demo, welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Good evening to the comment section. No man. We can't show face right now. But as long as they can't hear me, that's all I need.
But I wouldn't show my face if I'm talking about Trent as a good defender. I would show my face.
I just want to know if this is a banter thing or is a serious thing, man. Because The disrespect
No,
that
talk to
I'm
Kronke.
here.
No, hold on. Talk to Kronke, you know. I will only mediate, so it's you and Kronke.
No, no, me not even stay here long or anything. But I'm just going to say this because it seems like every stream I go on, I am the one to come and defend Trent all the time.
Oh no, Demo, I defend Trent.
We know, but I mean, all right, probably you don't know, but I've been on probably about 4 different streams, both abroad and locally, like England and everywhere else, and I'm just find it very ridiculous. No, let me just put my case forward. Trent Alexander-Arnold is 24 years old. He just become 24 the other day. This man used to, and I'm going to admit first of all, I am slightly biased. Zine, slightly biased because I watched the under. Yeah. I watched the under 23s.
Hold on. Are you sure you just don't want to say that you're biased?
No, because may lead up to something. Man, stop cutting me. So I watched him grow up in front of my eyes from under 23 days come right up. And he used to play midfield for us. Him and Curtis Jones, I'm going to defend for my life because I feel like a proud father. Yeah? I watched them develop right in front of my eyes and I'm very proud of what they have become. No, I go on every single stream. Trent can't defend. This is what I'm going to point out. Trent Alexander-Arnold is a generational talent who came and re-evolutionized what right back is supposed to be because of what Klopp's system asked him to be. Yeah? He has won every single trophy under the sun and completed club football at the age of 23 years old and played a vital role in it. So therefore putting him as one of the best right backs in the world. And at one point he was the best right back in the world has ever seen. Right back. Not right wing back, not player, one of the best right backs the world has ever seen. He was a part of the back four when Liverpool he's a part of every back four when Liverpool is right up there with clean sheets, when he's right up there when Alisson win golden gloves, and people are gonna say, oh, it's not just him, he's a part of the back four. But guess what? Whenever them score against us, Trent is always there to get the blame. So he's going to get the praise whenever we keep clean sheets as well from me. Yeah? No. If you search up Manningsman right now, what Cafu has to say about Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I like to take players who play the game at a high level, and if people can remember Cafu, he's one of the best right backs to ever do it. Go and go look up what Cafu says about Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm not going to sit here and say, players who used to play the game know it all, but I'm willing to take the opinion of somebody who played the game at the highest level and understand the game of playing right back really well. He says Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the best right backs he's ever seen play the game. Yeah? And if people are thinking that I'm biased, go look up what Rio Ferdinand has to say. And I picked these two players because Rio Ferdinand is a Manchester United man through and through. And he came out and said, when Trent Alexander-Arnold is finished, he'll be seen as one of the best right backs to ever play the game, defensively or otherwise. He also said, why is it that we always seem to pick out one specific area for degrade everything else what the man can do in all the other areas? There is no perfect footballer in the world, none. So if we're going to point out all the people disabilities or these things where them can't do well, it makes no sense because people are going to come and say, Messi are the greatest player in the world. But guess what? Messi is predominantly left-footed. We're going to just point out now and find a nitpick. Oh, Messi just always depend him left foot. Why am I use him right foot more? For trying and degrade what Messi can do with him left foot? That's not how it works. No, Trent Alexander-Arnold statistically was right up there with Reece James a couple seasons ago in terms of interceptions, in terms of tackles won. He's right up there. I'm true, man, I use my phone right now. I can't even tell you what the stats are, but I have them in my phone.
All right, just hold on and let Kronke make his case.
No, let it continues. Continue.
No. Yes, so I'm just going to finish off by saying, right? Like, the youth still, obviously, he's not the greatest defender in the world, but saying that he can't defend is absolutely ridiculous when stats are there to show that he's right up there statistically with Reece James and all of the better right backs in the world in terms of tackles and interceptions. The system that Klopp plays, however, provides Trent to be right up which part of half line there, and he's always bombing forward. Now, if you're all the way up there, so obviously people are gonna just click the ball over your side and you have to go chase back. Does he chase back well all the time? No, but he does chase back well occasionally. This season he has been horrible at it. That's fair. This season he's having a bad season. That's fair. But nobody can tell me that the man cannot defend when I have been watching him season after season get better and better at defending. Because when he came on the scene, as a young youth, Rashford rings him, I'm not forget that game, rings him. And game after game after game, that man continued to improve. And sure, he's not the greatest defender in the world, but let us not point out the fact that he make defensive errors at times to say him cannot defend. That is like saying Messi score too much goal on him left foot, he need to score a goal on him right foot to be the best player in the world. That's all I have to say.
That was a long soliloquy. Just the length of the soliloquy substantiated the point, which is that Trent is not a good defender. Why? Because if you're playing right back, what are you expected to do first? There's 11 positions on the field. If you're playing center forward, what's your job? Score goals. If you're playing right back, what's your job? Prevent somebody from scoring. That's why you're a defender, not a right winger. Now, everyone agrees, and I don't think, by the way, you say Trent is the best right back. He's not better than Cafu. He's not better than Dani Alves. They've been right back better than Trent in totality. Now, going forward, picking a pass, free kick, ball on a dime, 40 yards, Trent is in today's football in a class by himself as a right back. But Trent is not a better passer than De Bruyne, for example. But he's a brilliant passer of the ball. No one takes away from Trent's offensive skills. And everyone I know supports Trent in terms of his offensive skill. But if you listen to people like Souness, for example, who's a Liverpool great, and other people, they'll tell you, should Trent go to the World Cup? Yes. You know what Souness says? To come on in the last 15 minutes if you need a goal. He didn't say to come on in the last 15 minutes to prevent somebody from scoring, If you need a goal, come help you get a goal. No one is extolling the virtues of Trent's defensive prowess and skill set. No one I've heard. Because you know what? That's not what he does. And you're going to quote me. Stats are brilliant to quote, But when you're a pressing team and have to lob the ball over, of course you should get a lot of balls. It just falls to you. Because you know what? I'm forcing the ball up the field and going to fall on your foot to come back to me because I'm defending. I'm playing what we call box and forward. When Liverpool were in their height, you kick the ball out, they press you, you kick it out. Defense, Van Dijk, Matip, all of them just pick it up and it comes back to you. So, of course, Trent's stats are going to look great. I've been saying this for a few years now. Trent struggles defensively. And his main issue defensively, it's not about tackling, it's awareness. Where am I? Where's the offensive player? How do I position myself? Martinelli's first goal, I wouldn't blame it on him, but where was he? The second goal, where was he? Against Napoli, they had a field day because you know why? They played a game 2-3 years ago. They played against him, and go watch the Napoli game about 2-3 years ago when they scored up. Then when they come to Anfield and running Liverpool ragged and they destroy Trent. That was Trent. So he's a brilliant going forward. No one denies that. But his defensive skills leaves a lot to be desired. I want to beat the kid. He's a good footballer. But you think Southgate doesn't like Trent? You think Southgate doesn't get pressure to play Trent? Southgate's thinking, if I bring him versus Trippier, versus Walker, versus James, he probably bring James Justin instead of Trent. Because Trent can't defend. Even with his offensive skill, he still needs
You finished?
Defensively.
I have two questions, Devo.
Wait, man. I don't want to forget. I just don't want to forget because I heard a lot of nonsense. So let me just say this. First of all, no, Kronke said that a right back's first thing is to defend. If you're a centre forward, your first notion is to score goals. That makes absolutely no sense. Every manager has different forms of system. In the Liverpool system, when Bobby Firmino was playing as our number 9, his first thing was not to score goals. he was somebody who knit the play together because we use wide forwards in Sadio Mane and Salah. So he comes, he drops deep, and he makes sure them two man the click. In our system, the right back role is our main source of creativity. Therefore, it is not to defend first, but it's to be a vital part in our attack going forward.
Dima, I have a question for you, Dima. Before you go further, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Can Robertson defend?
Robertson?
Yes.
Yes.
But he plays similar to Trent, doesn't he?
No, he does not.
Probably in terms of defenders, he was second to Trent in terms of assists, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's fine, but he's not the main outlet for our creativity. When you see Van Dijk have the ball switch all over to Trent side every single time because that's where attacks start all the time.
Switch to Salah from Van Dijk. It's not it's Salah. Let's be clear on that. It's just Salah, not Trent.
Listen. When Trent is
Salah for real, it's a Salah.
Listen to him, saying, boss. When Trent Alexander-Arnold is forward across the halfway line, Van Dijk switches the ball to him a lot of the times. It's not just to Salah. The second thing I want to address is this Southgate and picking trick. Southgate is not a good manager. Southgate clueless. When James Maddison was on form, him never carried James Maddison. When Sancho was on form, him never carried Sancho. Back in the Euros the other day.
If him carry Trent, what do you say? He carry Trent, not on form.
The Euros the other day, when Grealish is still there, Aston Villa, he was on form, but he carry him and still have him on the bench for the whole time. Everybody there cuss him. Like picking players for your international team is down to who the manager likes and who the manager want to use. Team system. Him not picking Trent either near here or there.
All right, hold on, Dima. I have a coach, Mr. Porter is online. Mr. Porter is a coach. But I have two questions to ask you because you spoke about Rio and you spoke about Cafu. What if people find 10 other footballers' opinion who say Trent cannot defend?
Yeah, that's fine. But me pick somebody who played. We know me pick one of the best right backs to ever play the game for sure that I'm not being biased. And also Rio Ferdinand, who hates Liverpool through and through. So also not somebody who is biased. So you can find anybody you want. I pick people who aren't biased. I'm not pick no English man, no Liverpool man. The one of the best right backs to ever do it, and a Manchester United
if you find a Liverpool legend who says Trent cannot defend, would you take that as credible?
It depends on who it come from.
A Liverpool legend, like somebody who is a legend at Liverpool.
Yeah, but Didi Hamann is considered a legend and him talk a lot of nonsense. We can't just take legend.
All right, Mr. Porter. Yeah, you're here to do. Yes.
Are we supposed to be hearing him? Come, you not hear him.
Oh, all right then. All right, that's all. Oh, you're not hearing him. All right. So that's one question, right?
So, Mike, let me say something. Travis in the comment section is saying, "I beat people when they're not having a good season." I've been talking about Trent for years. This is not the first year I've talked about Trent. I've been saying Trent is not a very good defender for years. This is not the first time. He may be showing up now, but I watched him and how he defends. He lacks awareness most times.
What I'll ask Demo is, Demo, so England is at the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
And they are leading by 1, coming under immense pressure in the semifinals from Brazil with Vinicius Jr., Neymar, and those guys running football. And you have a change to make to put on a right back. You look on the bench, you see Reece James and Trent. Who you putting on?
Reece James.
Why? Why not Trent?
Because Reece James is a better defender.
All right. You have Trippier and Trent. Who you putting on?
Trippier.
All right.
You have Ben White and you have Ben White.
Yeah, but I don't understand what the point.
The man saying that you put on everybody except Trent. So all those beating.
No, but that's not the argument. The argument is saying he's not a good.
No. You're saying Southgate is not a good manager. That's why he doesn't pick Trent. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, for his system, yes. He plays three at the back and a right wing back.
You're saying
all of those two players play better at right wing back than Trent does. That's not Trent's position. He doesn't play right wing back.
The Trent game is more suited to a right wing back, doesn't it?
But he does not play right wing back. The one time he do it for England, he was horrible. He cannot play right wing back.
The nature of his
totally different from playing right back.
Look, even though Liverpool play a four at the back, the way he plays like a right wing back for Liverpool.
No, he does not, because he has to track back and tackle. He doesn't have a third defender to cover him. That's why him always.
But James track back when he plays right wing back. He tracks back.
He does not do it as often because something they just come over and tackle.
What I will agree with you with is that all the other teams, the person who plays on the right side normally comes back to help their right back.
Yeah, right? And who does it for us? It's Henderson. Henderson is the one who covers whenever Trent go forward.
No, well, what I'm going to say is that when the attack comes through the middle, Trent is normally exposed because Salah rarely comes back. And
exactly.
That is one of the things that affect Trent. Not making excuses, but that argument I can defend because Salah doesn't come back to help. Like even at Arsenal, you can see Saka coming back to help. Right, you see Martinelli coming back to help Tierney.
And Kronke mentioned Robertson. Mane used to come back a lot to help Robertson.
Yeah, Mane come back.
Exactly. So and my thing is too, like you mentioned, so you just say something about Maguire about needing to win. Even Maguire having a horrible season, and this manager come out and says, "Oh, why?" No, the reporter say, "Why do you continue to pick Maguire?" Something like that. Oh, we need him to win.
Maguire plays good for England.
But Maguire has been having a horrible season.
Because he doesn't have any competent centre halves like he has competent right backs. He has Reece James, he has Walker, he has Trippier. He doesn't have any defenders he can say, you know what, are reliable. So that's why Maguire still gets a game.
No, sir, he better use Tyrone.
Man gave you like two choices already, and you still didn't pick.
Yeah, but I am not going to pick Trent in that system. That's what I'm saying. If Klopper use England now, I may have a change to make. I'm bringing on Trent over those guys.
But Dima, you know what? A lot of Liverpool fans have been saying though that Liverpool should change your system. Klopp should change his system.
I mean, I was advocating for that as well.
Why? Because Trent is a problem.
Of the horrible start to the season where we have.
No.
Man,
don't change the system. Change the player.
Change which player? No. Boss, you know what Trent Alexander-Arnold play football, brother? Like, man, I think you understand the generational talent that this youth is. Me see people try play the passes where the man play from right back all the way.
But there's a next part of the game that we have a problem with.
Demo is talking about a right back, and he's never said anything about how great this right back is.
I'm recovering.
All right. Yes. You want me refreshing the memory? Apart from the goal that Vinicius Jr. scored in the Champions League final against Liverpool, Trent Alexander-Arnold was giving Vinicius Jr. defensively pure problem. Up until that goal, the man locked Vinicius Jr. He was excellent defensively in the Champions League final up until that lapse in concentration. And I say that already. He does lapse in concentration at times because he's not the best defender in the world. But to say that he cannot defend is absolutely ludicrous. Because we can point out here and here and here.
You're saying that he's not a good defender, but he can defend.
Yes. He's not the best in the world. But if you can find 5 right back in the world right now, we're better than Trent at right back, as in overall, tell me, because them didn't exist.
See, don't cloud it with overall. We talk about defending.
But right back is not just defending. Right back is not just defending. Okay, so all right, fine, Kronke. So Kronke, attacking plus defending equals right back. Name me 5 right backs who are better than Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I'm going to name you maybe 50 right backs who are better than him defensively. Anybody?
That's not a right back. Might as well go use that Aaron Wan-Bissaka then. Go use 2 Bissaka.
Bissaka is a better defender than him.
Okay, but he cannot attack. He doesn't work in my system.
I don't disagree with that.
He doesn't work in Liverpool system. Me wouldn't want Aaron Wan-Bissaka to play for me even when he can defend. That's horrible.
Why is Liverpool struggling?
We're struggling because the team is off form. They're tired from almost completing the quadruple last season, and everybody's burnt out.
No, Demo, you're leaking goals. You're leaking
goals.
No,
that's not why. I'll just tell you why. The team is burnt out.
You just give up 3 to Brighton. You give up 3 to us. You just give up goals like it's free.
CC, don't worry, soon come to you because we talk about Chelsea because I want Demo to tell me.
But we know. But out of all of those goals, how much of them come from Trent's side and Trent mistakes?
The Arsenal
you
game.
You can probably name 2.
The Arsenal 2 or the Arsenal.
No, all of the games them all play from season.
No, we have the first game that you played with
Mitrovic. Boss, you can't even count that because Mitrovic are overpower anybody right this so.
No, but
there's no way
you
can challenge Mitrovic.
Demo.
Yes, sir.
When you're a defender and someone's down your back, what do?
You jump.
No. You lead into them to put them off. If you can't jump, you lead into them. You lead into them, you put them off. He did nothing. So you think that anything Trent did could affect Mitrovic or jump over him and score the ball? Of course you can.
Oh my gosh. Yo, you guys just a nitpick right now. There's nobody stopping Mitrovic from scoring that goal.
That wasn't the goal that I talked about. I've talked about Trent for like 2+ years now. His poor defending. It's not new to me. I've been saying this for a while. I got slaughtered when it wasn't very obvious. I got slaughtered. And it got so bad nowadays that even a blind person can see it.
I'm already admit to you, Kronke. This season defensively, he has not been good. So I'm already admit that. But I have seen him grow from the first time when Rashford rings him up to where he's at now, apart from this season. And nobody can tell me that he cannot defend because he can defend.
Yeah. All right, Demo. So talk to me.
Yes,
what are your thoughts on your game? Because you have a big game against City.
Oh, Lord. All right, so actually, I kind of tuned out from football and Liverpool football because because me actually I find myself wanting to say Klopp out. You know what I mean? Like I was on the brink of it. I was on a couple shows like this close to saying Klopp out because I just felt that he was losing it. He's making some stupid decisions, like things he must say some things in the press when it make no sense. I mean, like, what is happening to this brother? Yes, sir.
Oh, no, I'm grateful.
No, it's not.
Wait up before Klopp joined. Why not do? Demo? Before Klopp joined Liverpool, where were you guys?
The wilderness.
Did you ever win the Premier League before Klopp joined?
No, sir.
Did you win the Champions League before Gerrard and his people win the Champions League? Like what, 2000 what?
In 2005.
When have you won anything before Klopp joined? And he might there 7 years with Champions League, with Premier League, win our side a cup and fire him and with a love.
Kronke, where is this leading to? When you say all of this, where are you leading to?
Ungrateful. Liverpool fans are ungrateful.
Because I didn't say Klopp out, so I want to see where you
say you're almost. For you
okay, but I didn't.
Almost is unconscionable.
No, I'm just saying it was getting unbearable for me in terms of how stubborn he was getting. He never want to change the formation, even though when it's a cry for you change something. Like, just the things when they're saying at the press did really get to me. You know what the man say after our draw with Brighton Mannings, man? It's a new coach. So, we never know what to expect from Brighton. What? In a 2022, you don't have analysts for know which part. Me can go up on Google and go look which part. Like, what?
No, that happened because a lot of people are blaming Trent for the Brighton game. And he didn't want to put the blame on Trent. So he just did that. Protect his player.
No. The man was convinced in saying that he did not know what to expect from this Brighton team because it's a new coach. That makes sense, brother? That sounds like a senior coach we want for coach your team?
Dima?
Yes, sir.
Put too much stack on what coaches say to the press in England. Like, coaches have their agenda, and they will say things. Sometimes Arteta does it all the time. He says things which it sounds good, but when you think about it, it means nothing. Look at what he does. Look at his accomplishments. When you guys played us, you played well against us, you know.
No, we played well in Spurs.
We played well, but Liverpool played at one point in the game when we scored the first goal. We weren't in the game.
Yeah, we played well in Spurs.
Yeah, but I mean, so right. Man, you.
So let me just get to the game, man, because I don't want to take up all your time. All right, so leading up to this game, obviously, Manchester City are in red hot form. We don't need to talk about Haaland. It's ridiculous what he's doing in the league. Foden as well. Like, it's just everything is pointing to a Manchester City win, and not just a win, but probably a demolition. Leading up into the Manchester United game, a lot of us were saying that, you know, it's a derby and form go out the window at this point in time. And Manchester United just completely wiped us off the floor. Like, what was missing and why I was close to saying clap out as well is that every single team in the Premier League who play was outrunning us. And that's ridiculous. Ridiculous and unheard of for a club team. Like, nobody never used to outrun us, even if we lose. At least, you see, we're high press. You know, we're charged down for tackles, stuff like that. And it just wasn't happening. The change of formation came when we played Rangers the first time. And I mean, sure, we won the game, but I wouldn't say that we improved massively. We played a bit better. The 9-0 what they give Bournemouth, again, that just Bournemouth were horrible at the time. I mean, we did what we were supposed to do. And then we gave Rangers 7 win whenever we played the other day. But during that time, we still conceded a goal first to a team who was supposed to walk over. And I mean, sure, they were Europa League finalists and all of these things. They're competitive, they can play football. But you expect Liverpool to beat Rangers. So I'm not over the moon going into this game against Manchester City. It's at Anfield, you know, we have the crowd and we're coming off of a good win and all of that kind of thing. Van Dijk has never lost here with a crowd and all of these things. But everything is pointing to a Manchester City win. And even more so, there's no Matip and there's no Trent Alexander-Arnold. So as much as people want to cuss him and blame and all of these things, but can't defend, Trent in our team makes us better. And that's just the end of the story.
So what's your prediction?
He's not going to be there. He's not going to be there. We might have to play. We might look at Joe Gomez. And it all depends on what the club decides to do. Will he play the 4-3-3 and go back to him now? Or will he go to the new formation that he's trying out? At the end of the day, I'm going to go, because it's at Anfield, I think that we'll eke out a draw. I'm looking at a high-scoring draw, and I'm going for 3-3. Just because of the Anfield crowd.
I have more faith in Liverpool than you because I have Liverpool winning this game 2-1. I think Kanute playing with Van Dijk is a good matchup against.
I think because there's no TAA, you have a chance.
that is ridiculous. I remember one time.
Let me tell you two things.
When Joe Gomez was playing right back, and Leroy Sané would have rings him out there. Like, I can't forget that time. So no one to talk about. But anyway,
over there, Grealish is not quick. Not as Foden.
No, here's what I'll tell you. I think Gomez and
Simakas.
No, Simakas and the other. No man, and Kanute, because for some reason I think Kanute would do better with Van Dijk against.
Yeah, against Haaland.
Yeah.
Let me give you a little secret. Me as a Liverpool fan, and I hope the Liverpool fans in the comment section for hearing. I personally don't rate Kanate. You know? I really don't rate him. I think he's a love-ring junior. Like, he's so rushing to his tackles. Him always out of position.
He's like Gabriel. He can play, but he's like Gabriel.
Exactly. He's so prone to mistakes and him using speed and athleticism to try and recover. And sure, that's great. You can do it. So you take your chances. But I not trust him. He's 23? Still has a lot to learn for me. And I know people rate him and stuff, but I don't rate him quite yet. So
I think Liverpool will do well in this game because Diaz won't be there. But if you play Jota out wide, you play Firmino in front of Henderson and Thiago. The problem is your midfield is challenged because Thiago doesn't defend. Henderson's legs not what he used to be. Fabinho is not playing well. If he plays 2 center forward, you're going to be short in midfield. That's the challenge, right?
He probably start Milner. You could start Milner at right back as well.
Not who?
Well, I think Milner is at 37.
Milner is 55 years old. What are you? The last time we do that, boss? Foden would have rinsed the mat like he had to come off at halftime. Foden would have killed Milner. Remember him? He's supposed to get a red card. I really remember that game.
Maybe you beat in the Community Shield. You know, you didn't beat City in the Community Shield, did you?
But let me see. Not ready. See, we're going to get the Chelsea game. So
the thing is, though, I mean, obviously, anything can happen. It's a game. It's a high-profile game. Anything can happen on the day. And sometimes form does go through the window when you come up in games like these.
But I am going Liverpool 2-1 still. I think Salah scores a double.
Ooh,
because
I would love it.
Let me tell you why. I think City are going to struggle with Darwin Núñez.
I really hope him not play. No. That is the Uruguayan Andy Carroll. You know me hate the man, the boss.
That's how if you hate the man, you can have your play team.
The worst signing ever.
What do you mean the worst signing ever?
Darwin Núñez, the man cannot control a ball. He cannot dribble. All the man is the Uruguayan Andy Carroll, boss.
Do you know? Listen, let me tell you this. Andy Carroll, when he was at West Ham, he caused Arsenal problem. When he was at Newcastle, he caused Arsenal problem. Listen, and this guy is like let me tell you,
Andy Carroll.
Lukaku. He's going to score. I am telling you, he's hard to deal with when he's on form. He's going to create problems. Right?
Man is man. Do you watch Núñez play football?
The man a ball. Listen, listen, your Liverpool fans. All right, other Liverpool fans are here. This man said Darwin Núñez is not good. You don't really believe that? Come on, Dimo, man.
Darwin Núñez is not a footballer, boss. The man
came to Liverpool and mash up Liverpool, you know, in Champions League last season.
But what do you mean mash up? What do you mean mash up Liverpool? The man get behind with highlight, but Darwin Núñez can't stay on side to save him life, brother. The man is not a football. I really hope Klopp play Firmino, because Firmino is the man who is on form. You need for start. Like, you cannot play this Núñez, brother. You know, like him can come on and try to score a header in the last spot like Andy Carroll used to do, or Peter Crouch. But the man is no footballer, brother.
So you don't rate Núñez. You don't rate Kanute.
Well, Kanate is he can get there, but Núñez none at all. The man is a horrible footballer.
I think Núñez will play on Sunday. I think he will play well. I think he can be difficult given his size and speed. When he played well against us, by the way.
He actually did play well against you guys.
Huh?
But he was outside like 10 times.
Since he came back from the red card, he has been playing a whole lot better.
He's a good player.
No. What? No. What? All right, you know what, man is man? Watch the game tomorrow.
Dimo will regret what he's saying about Kanute and Darwin. When Darwin settles in, you will love him. Remember that. And that's some.
I think Núñez is a good player. I just think look, the Premier League is tough, right? And it's different from other leagues. So he has to step in.
No, Dimo, we make CC talk. Go into the comment section and go deal with the people.
Yeah, no, man is man. Let me just say this and leave. Let me just say this and leave. I know you say settle Kronke, and it's hard for like controlling the ball is not about settling in the league. Learning to time your run and not being offside is not about settling in the league. Controlling a passing the ball is not about settling in the league. You just don't have the technical ability to do it. That's just it. So big up all of the people, like, share, subscribe, continue to do the thing, man is man. Liverpool 3, Manchester City 3. Trent is a generational talent. Big up on the cell.
And Dimo, I hope you win on Sunday, by the way, Dimo. I hope Liverpool wins.
I know you want me to win. I know. Oh, that's why man is one day.
You're 14 points behind us. You're not a threat.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, man. All right, Dimo. Respect. CC, what do you have to say about that game? And then we're going to get back to your Chelsea, your versus Leon Bailey. Without some of your players.
The one thing I can say is this: if Liverpool has conceded in every Premier League game that they have played this season, that they have conceded a goal, they have conceded first. I don't see a Liverpool defender who can stop Erling Haaland. The only thing can stop Erling Haaland is probably an injury. God forbid I wouldn't want him to get an injury. So therefore, that means Erling Haaland will be on the score sheet. If he's even not on the score sheet, he's going to assist. So I don't think anybody will stop Erling Haaland. So I don't think Liverpool will win that game. The most they can get out of the game is probably a draw, because they're going to concede. But they have the ability to score.
I just feel like the fact that Trent is not going to play mean that Liverpool is going to be more defensive.
But you have one defender around the way I go back way. One defender where man them said is the best in the world.
Who that?
Van Dijk. From season start up back way, Van Dijk are going on.
Van Dijk against Arsenal, man.
Man, let me tell you. I don't know how the man reaching at the goal and replace Alisson yet. To him a pedal back way. I say, watch ya. Is that the man just drop off one cliff? Like I'm wondering if this injury just take out piece of him. Like, I don't know, brother. But I mean, Liverpool is still a very good team. His problem is, I think, when Lima was saying that he would have think his team could have outrun other teams. He never would have expected him team would have get outrun. The team is an aging squad. There's a lot of, as a matter of fact, Liverpool is in the teens in terms of aging. Liverpool is
don't talk about age and Chelsea if you support Chelsea. You know?
Chelsea is the 10th oldest team in the league. And Liverpool is 17th. So you see, there's a Liverpool is 17. Remember, Chelsea has Piliqueta and Thiago Silva. So yeah, we have those two players. So you know them.
By the way, we're second youngest. By the way.
No man, I want Arsenal are the youngest team.
No, Southampton are the youngest team.
Kronke, I'm not going to debate about me. I tell you, Arsenal have the youngest team.
No, we did have the youngest team. I think depends on what you talk about teams. Starting 11, 45 man squad.
They start in 11. Say you go start in 11.
I think we were the youngest. Last year, I think we were the second youngest.
But I don't think Liverpool can outrun anybody in the league right now at this current timing. I think early up in the season when they were saying, when they were on the way to 4 titles, you know, commentators were saying, oh, this team look like they're not even on the brink of disbandment and they can go on to do this and go on to do that, but they not even realize it. Certain players in this team needed replacing in terms of midfield and things. Jordan Henderson has not been a world class midfielder for me. He has never been the greatest of a midfield player, but he has been always a great team player. Right now, Jordan Henderson needs to be replaced. As a matter of fact, them need 3 midfielders. So you always have to look at those points. But I think against Manchester City, if I realize Man City against Manchester City, there's no way, because Erling Haaland is playing good, Phil Foden is playing good, Kevin De Bruyne is unsung. So I think it is probably too much for them at this point in time. Even though they're coming off a back of a 7-1 victory against a poor Rangers team, I think it's probably too much tomorrow. However, Manchester City is prone to lose a goal or so because they're not the greatest defensively at this point in time either. However, I think Manchester City is a 3-1 victory for them.
Okay.
But the thing about it is because it is playing in Anfield, I would not be surprised if it is a draw.
I think Liverpool winning in Anfield still. But Kronke, what say you? What is your score prediction?
2-2. I think Liverpool will come through and play well. I think Kanadi will help out Van Dijk. I think Gomez is better than Trent as a defender. Trent, I'm not saying Trent can't defend. He can't defend. And I think the left back has been playing decently. I think it's in midfield is where the game's going to be won. I think Thiago has been brilliant, but can't defend either. And I think Henderson, does he play Henderson Fabinho or does he play Henderson Thiago and then drop Firmino deep?
Yeah, I need to find out that why is Fabinho not starting?
He has been playing well. And he and Klopp they had some disagreement.
The people I think Liverpool are depend on. I say to your man earlier in the season, Harvey Elliott and Carvalho can't win your league or can't challenge for your league. That's not a midfield that can challenge for a title. them two, it's like, no, there's the same problem with England. The reason why Harry Maguire has to play for England and has to start, the other centre-backs, they're either inexperienced in terms of, they're inexperienced at the international level, and some of them really not even playing at their club. Even though Harry Maguire is not playing at his club, starting, they're not playing at their club, some of them, and some of them are inexperienced. So then Southgate is left with the option of starting Harry Maguire.
Okay. All right, so that's it. The final game of the weekend, because we're gonna have games on Tuesday as well, on Wednesday. So it's a short turnaround as well, I don't know if you realize, but Arsenal, that Arsenal will not be playing Kronke because we have the Europa game.
Playing PSV, yeah.
Right, but the rest of Premier League teams will be playing games Tuesday and Wednesday. So CC, you play Aston Villa on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? Because what's his name is out. Reece James, your right back is gone. Who replaces him, and how your team? What are your thoughts on that game?
I think right back is gone. You have, and I think, and I'm not sure if Fofana has come back as yet. I don't see any report like Fofana will be back in the team, but you would have probably Cesar Azpilicueta, Koulibaly, and Thiago Silva playing around there. Where I think we're supposed to expect back. You have Chilwell in the team just the same, and you have Trevor Chalobah. So more than likely plays Trevor Chalobah in the back line if you don't want to play 3 over 30 defenders. However, I don't think Aston Villa has for the couple of weeks that I've been watching my team play, I think we have enough to beat an Aston Villa team. I think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will score again.
Hey, see, you know that you had a conversation. Aubameyang, are the world class. They're just ordinary strikers. And when you at Chelsea, all of a sudden he reach at Chelsea now. He's a world class striker.
I never said he's a world class striker, and I'm saying he will score.
Okay.
I'm saying he will score.
I'm kind of amazed how Chelsea fans all of a sudden rate Aubameyang.
I'm going to tell you when I was saying the world class striker for me is like this, man. There's a next part of it in terms of your finishing ability. If you get 5 chances, if you're a world class striker, I expect if you score 4 goals or at least 3 goals. In 5 clear-cut chances, you have to score at least a hat-trick. And I don't think, just like Lukaku, I don't think if Lukaku get 5 chances, he's going to score a hat-trick. And if Aubameyang get 5 chances, I'm not sure if he's scoring a hat-trick. But he will score a goal. Or he will score 2 goals.
So you believe that Chelsea will win tomorrow at Sunday against Aston Villa? Oh. Kronke, what is your score prediction?
My score prediction, man, is 3-0.
In favor of
Chelsea.
You believe Chelsea going to get Aston Villa 3-0?
Yeah, man.
Is that a realistic prediction?
Realistically predicting, I believe Chelsea will 3-0. I believe, Kepa will end up keeping the goal because Kepa has been keeping clean sheet, and I'm not thinking the coach will drop him. But I believe that we are going to keep a clean sheet.
Is it that Mendy? Why all of a sudden Mendy get dropped?
Remember, Mendy had a knee injury. And when Mendy came back after we fired Tuchel, Mendy came back, but Kepa was the keeper that was keeping. And I think from the draw, Kepa has what? Three clean sheets in a row. So I don't think the coach will drop him. Kepa has to make a mistake for the coach to drop him right now. Mendy has to work back his way in the team.
Okay.
But I'll move up, man. Bless up.
Yeah, man. All right, CC. So CC said Chelsea to win by 3-0 over Aston Villa.
I'm going to say 2-1. They're not scoring a lot of goals. I'm going to say 2-1.
Yeah, I don't see them as a 3-0. I don't see Chelsea as that kind of team. I see Chelsea struggling. In fact, I think Aubameyang normally struggle to score against Aston Villa.
But Aubameyang having a return of form. He scored for Barca. Scored about 13 for Barca in 20-something games. And he's been scoring since he's been at Chelsea, hasn't he? Scored a few goals, so...
Yeah.
If he gets service, he can put the ball in the net tonight. He has to get good service, because his versus game is not that good.
Yeah, I see Gunnar's boss doing some research. He's saying that Arsenal is the youngest team in the EPL, averaging.
Are we the youngest squad or the youngest starting team?
And then he says Brentford is the second, average 25 years old.
Okay, so I must have my facts wrong because I thought I saw the other day, I thought Arsenal was the youngest. Then I saw a stat that saw Tottenham the youngest starting team, so maybe I'm off.
All right, El Padrino. Big up Christopher Mackenzie said Ben White is playing better and he's not in the England team.
I don't think Southgate rate Ben White for some reason. I don't know why. That's a strange one.
Yeah.
He didn't bring him to the Euro. He had him in the squad, but he hasn't played. He hasn't called him for the last window. It doesn't make sense to me.
And I also don't think he rates the Crystal Palace defender, and I think that guy is good. I don't even think he rates Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham really playing good at Roma.
No, but Tammy has only scored a couple goals this season so far in 9 games. But Tammy, he called in the last window.
He was in the squad, no.
He didn't give him or Tony any game. So I think Tony should come play for Jamaica. He's guaranteed to get a game.
Yeah, and he's guaranteed to start.
He's not going to come to Jamaica, though. He's going to go sit on the bench for England.
Well, and he's not going to probably make it, but let's see. All right. But Kronke, I see KW saying, Mannings, you forget the biggest game of this weekend, KC versus St. George's. There's no game in the world bigger than that game this weekend. But all right, we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we talk about that big game, we need to talk about Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Because
it doesn't have the same cachet, does it? It's not. Remember Barca playing Madrid, you stop everything you're doing. Now it doesn't have the same feel to it.
Really?
And Barca is out of the Champions League. They're not totally out yet, but mathematically they're still in. But losing to Inter wasn't good for them.
They didn't lose. Wasn't it 3-3?
Yeah, what do you mean lose to Inter? I mean, they lost the first game 1-0. They draw 3-3. They lost the first game. They lost the first game to Bayern. So the way it's set up now, they need a miracle to go through. And the other team in the league is not going to beat Inter. So
hold on. We have a call coming in, Kronke. Hold on. Yes, caller. Welcome to I'm Sure Sports. Good night.
Must be Demo calling against Bud Trent.
No. Yeah, who is that line?
It's a dog of bar.
Gregory, yeah, man. Yeah, what are you saying, Gregory? Yeah, man.
We can't hear him in the man.
You're not hearing him?
No.
Hold on. Yes. The game is going to be on Sportsmax. That's what I know. And if you're in Canada, I think it's on Scene TV.
Which game?
The Waterhouse, the El Clasico game on Monday, 6:45.
El Clasico game on Monday? I thought the game was
They call it the Boom Clasico with a $1 million Waterhouse playing Arnett Gardens. And the winner get $1 million.
That's El Clasico? Really? What's $1 million in Jamaica in real money?
Eh?
I mean, forget that all.
Like,
145?
Who? Arnett Gardens?
Yeah, what's the exchange rate?
All right. So Gregory. Yeah, I don't know why they said they are not hearing it. Are people in the comment section? Are you hearing the caller?
No, we're not hearing him. So it's about $7,000 El Clasico, $7,000 money, man. Give them back that money, man.
No. All right. So Gregory, listen. So with Arnett Gardens, right? The transfer window has closed. It's one of the teams that are they're not hearing you. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You can call back in 5. Let me see if I can set this up because I don't know what is happening.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
Yeah. All right, so let's see if we can get this.
Well, enough big game tomorrow. Froome versus Rusty's, KC Georges, El Clasico, Man City Liverpool on Sunday. I guess it's not a big game. And now Waterhouse Arnett Gardens.
Yeah, so let me see if I can set up this. But Kronke, I still think there's the Barcelona Real Madrid game is still big.
It's big more in Spain. It's not the same globally. That was the biggest game on the planet in the Mannings, man, for year after year after year. You know that. And since Barca had their problem, it hasn't been the same. Even though Real kept winning Champions League. It's not the same game.
Yeah, but Barcelona has been on the
last time last year they beat them 4, and it could have been 10. Right?
I think because the Barcelona team and everything has kind of settled, I think that is going to make the difference. That's what I think.
No, Barca has a decent team, they just can't defend.
Yeah.
They can't defend. They're like Trent. They can't defend. You think about it. Their midfield is beautiful. Even their midfield can't defend. Because Busquets doesn't really start as much anymore. There are a bunch of young kids with Gavi and Pedri in the midfield. The young is on the bench. I mean, they have a young, very good team, very skillful team, but the game plays both ways. It's not just going forward.
Yeah, but 7,000 US though, Kronke, in Jamaica for a club at the start of the season is big money though.
Okay. Right. So let me not denigrate the 7,000. if the game is coming on TV and you give me $7,000, then I'm a sports master for the game. That's what I'm asking. Yeah? And you broadcast the game.
Yeah.
Inside the Jamaica, you gotta give them one that $7,000. Come on.
Yeah. But I think Barcelona is going to beat Real Madrid. That's the kind of funny thing.
Is Benzema still hurt? I mean, that's a big deal. Rodrigo and
Vinicius
Jr. playing well, but yeah.
And Rafinha
playing for
Barca, yeah.
Dembele, Rafinha, Lewandowski. They have a lot of offensive players, man. Fatsu, a bunch of offensive players, but you got to defend. The game is played 2 sides of the field, not just the offensive side. Can you name the Barca defenders? Can you name any Barca defenders?
Yeah, I think that is their problem. Because even Christiansen and what his name, the French guy that they bought from Sevilla, he's injured as well.
He's injured, yeah. Conde
is out injured. Christiansen, that they got from Chelsea, he's not doing well.
He wasn't that great at Chelsea. He was okay.
And don't they have a player from Manchester United? A centre back from
Man City.
Man City, yeah.
He wasn't that great at Man City. They barely get a game, and he's going to Barca's starting team. Tells you everything. So they're not great defensively. So it can be an interesting game. But a game conflict with our game. It comes down at 10:15 here. Our game's at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock here.
No, it conflict with the Liverpool game.
No, it conflict with both games. It comes on 10:15, which is about a halftime of our game. Or just our game is at 9 o'clock here. That game is like 9, 10, 15, 10:30, somewhere around there. So it conflicts with that game.
Okay.
And run into the Liverpool game. So.
All right, Asadim was saying, that's why I told you Spain not going nowhere management. Spain is rebuilding. Oh, okay.
Spain is just missing a centre forward, and another winger. The midfield is good.
I saw Dima put something up here earlier where he was saying that he couldn't understand what he said no, don't rate Southgate because he didn't carry your player, which is talking about the Ben White.
No, I'm not. No one's here said we didn't rate Southgate. I never said we didn't rate Southgate. Southgate is a very defensive coach, and by the way, no matter what anyone wants to say, Southgate has been one of England's most successful coaches ever. He went to the semi-final of the World Cup, and he could have won the Euro. They missed penalties, so you can't knock his record. They have been doing well of late, but you can't knock his record. When people say they're not doing well, they still top their zone in the Nations League. So it's really the friendly. Yes, they top the zone in the Nations League. No, not this last time. They won
one game.
Yes. They lost to Hungary by 4-0 or something like that. Crazy.
Yes.
No, they have been playing, but players are tired too. Players only thinking about World Cup. They're not thinking about no Nations League friendly game.
P, what kind of Liverpool fan is this? I don't understand the Liverpool fan. If Liverpool understand me, I switch the match to Real Madrid, to real game.
Fake fans.
What kind of Liverpool? Listen, if Arsenal are down, like I don't even want to watch any football. You think I'm switching to watch number?
I would do it sometime, even though I never get around to it. I'll record the Real Madrid game just in case. But I'm not. I'm watching Arsenal game to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How am I going to? Come on, people Liverpool.
Wait. So they speak of fans. You see Man U against Man City. Before halftime, half the fans left from the Man U section.
Oh.
Yeah, when they're down 4-0, they disappeared.
But that happened when Arsenal beat Tottenham.
But they didn't leave at halftime, though. They didn't leave at halftime.
Then they're right. They stayed later. But
Man U fans left at halftime. They were pouring out the stadium when it got to 4. They were running to get to the parking lot. Hopefully we don't get a 4. Well, we're going to play City at some point. We'll see how we do against City. Should be a good game.
Yeah, and I think Arsenal got a good thing when that game was postponed. I think it's good. So it gives us an opportunity to kind of build a point. That is why I'd love for this game. I would love for Liverpool to win. Because it means we can afford to lose against City. So we don't go in the game under any pressure with them right there with us.
Yeah, I think the thing is that when you play City, you have to have pressure on the ball. Because if you don't have pressure on the ball, they kill you. And you pressure the ball too much and they get behind you, you're still in trouble. So you got to pressure the ball, though. Kane, De Bruyne, and Silva, and Rodrigo find passes all over the place. And Cancelo. They just got so much weapons.
Yeah. And then, like people say, a lot of big games going on tomorrow. You have, I think, Stetson Monroe supposed to be playing as well. Mannings and Petersfield, Frome and Rossies, Casey and St. George's. That's
is that a big game for St. George's? I don't know. It's a big game going on, and there's a big game. When is Frome become a big game?
Listen up, Kronke.
When does Frome become a big game for Rossies? I don't understand.
Because Frome leading that zone for the last couple of years. Rossies struggled last year.
Yeah, the money must have run out. We're not recruiting nobody like we used to.
You know what? Let me tell you what happened.
No diggy.
No, man. No, it's not that. What happened is that the players, like from Savon, those places,
they're staying home.
Right, they're playing for the schools at the Godfrey Stewart and those schools. That's where.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
You know, we like cleaning up from Montego Bay all the road back to Westmoreland.
Yeah.
Big
up Gunners boss. Drop a super hot demo. It's Super Friday. Do it for John Campbell. You all trying a lot. Drop a super sticker. Big up Gunners boss. Really appreciate it. So we have what is it now? 9 to go. So let's see, because we soon end. We have around 8 minutes. But Kronke, so that game is big. Jamaica College won today. They defeated St. Jago as well, 3-0. But I mean, if Casey, because there are 2 games they have to play. If Casey loses any of those games to George's, it could change their seeding in terms of, because you get seeded going into the second round. Which could make
have to try to lose to be able to lose management. Don't have to work on losing because they don't know how to lose. It's difficult to figure it out.
Don't be so confident, because while Casey has a very potent offense and they may score, St. George's also have some good offensive player. It's 4-4 the walk on the Europa Cup match finishing up. You're hearing, Kronke?
No, I heard you. No, look.
You're not heard. That means you're not hearing the caller. Hold on.
No, I'm not hearing the caller. No.
All right, hold on, Gregory. I'm going to put... Hold on.
By the way, management, this is not a Europa Cup match.
I know. Hold on, Gregory. I'm going to set it up so everybody can hear you. And then you make your point, and then you can hang up and listen, all right? So, go ahead. Go ahead, man. We're hearing you.
You hearing me now?
Yeah, man.
I was saying, what if I go doing shopping for this new season?
Yeah, but we did a show on that already, man. And we tell you all the players that Arnett Garden have.
I never around, because it's never going to call about honest, man. You know, so once I know I'm not going through. You understand?
Yeah, man. So I'm... Go ahead.
So who them signing now?
They got they got a guy, forgot the name because I don't have my notes, but they got Rivaldo Mitchell is one of the players that they got, one of the names, one of the good players that they got. Rivaldo Mitchell was at Mullines, used to play for Wolmer's High School. So he's at Arnett Gardens. They didn't get a lot of players from other Premier League clubs, but they did get some players. So what I can do, I can send you the players that were transferred to them. So I'll send you a WhatsApp so you can see the players.
Yeah, perfect. That's all good. That's all good. Arnett is my team, but we don't like last season, we don't like what going on still. Look how here go and say, but weak in defense, weak, bad.
And they got a St. Lucian. They also got the St. Lucian player. I think his name is Javier McFarlane, who was at Portmore, I think.
Yeah, but we need some player. I'm like the 14 team right there,
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like it. No, we don't like the 14 team in our business at all. I don't like it.
All right.
Just 12 team and 2 out, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't like the 14. We don't like the 14 team business. Just have the 12 team and the 2 bottom team out. That's it. 2 come up.
Oh, the player they got from St. Lucia named Shanoy Davis, and he's a defender. He plays right back and left back, and he can also play centre back.
Okay. That sound good. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see the season, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, man. So watch the game Monday on Scene TV or on Sportsmax, or you can get the Sportsmax app.
What time is that game?
6:45, and that is 6:45 in Jamaica.
Okay. They come from work then. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, man, and we probably do a watch along if you don't, because I'm supposed to play for one of the teams, then because I have a couple of games. If I don't go, I'll do a watch along so you can listen if you're not seeing it, all right?
Yeah, I don't pay any money to see that game, man. I want to see that game.
Okay.
I want to see that game, man.
Yeah,
I want to see that game, bad, man. I want to see that game. Arnett is my team, man. We're not talking about just come up. From as a boy, one team I know, Arnett got. I don't know no other team. That is my favorite team, man.
Yeah, and don't worry yourself, because when the league starts, you will be able to buy the jersey as well and get it right over there. Yeah.
I'll come down, man. I come and watch.
No, man. All right. So watch this now. Here's what. All right. You see, on my channel, I did an interview with Owen Hill, where he talks about that there's going to be it's like how you can go on Amazon and buy stuff. There'll be a website that you can go on and buy the jersey, and it come right at your doorstep in Canada.
Okay, that sound good too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that sound good. All right, then, man, I'll go listen.
Yeah, man. So I'll send you the transfers.
Right?
Yeah, I'll send you the transfers.
Okay. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, man. All right. Respect, Gregory. Yeah, man. Yes, Kronke. Yeah, man. So people sometimes have to facilitate the fans, even though the program is not on the JPL, because you don't know respect the subscribers and the views. So, all right. So, which game are you really looking forward to outside of the Arsenal game? The Liverpool?
Of course, Liverpool, Man City.
Is there any one of the fixtures you think like there could be a surprise? Like this
I'm
game?
looking forward to Newcastle, Man U, Liverpool, Man City, Everton, Tottenham. Those are very, very good. It's a good weekend for games, actually. I think those are very competitive games. And obviously, I won't be able to watch the Barca game because it's right between the Arsenal and Liverpool Man City game. But I love to watch the El Clasico.
Okay.
So no one even mentioned Serie A, do they? I'm telling you, certain leagues don't matter anymore. It's only the Clasico.
Yeah, but I watched the AC Milan versus Juve game last week.
Really? You just spend your whole 90 minutes watching that? My time is too valuable to watch those games.
It's tough to watch some of the games.
Now I'm watching what we call a Bush League. Now it's a Bush League game. I watch the Clasico because I do like the young Barca team, and Real Madrid are a good team. But it's mainly PL now. Yeah. No, Barca is going to score more than one goal. Trust me. Barca can score.
It's just that they're not defending. Yeah.
Can't defend to save their lives. But no, it's a good weekend for football. It's a good weekend.
Yeah, I mean, locally, you have the Schoolboy games. I mean, in Central, in Kingston, Central and Western Jamaica. That's good. You have the EPL games coming up as well. So, you know, yeah, Napoli is a good team to watch for real.
Napoli is a good team.
Napoli have Simeone. They have Simeone's son over there.
Yeah, what position is he playing?
I think he plays striker. Isn't Simeone, Diego Simeone's son? Yeah, man, playing for Napoli.
They have the Nigerian too, right? Osimhen.
Osimhen. That's the player. I think if Arsenal get Osimhen in January,
so I don't think
that's what I'm saying. I don't think that he's going to come as a backup. That's the problem.
Play a backup. We could have got Osimhen when he was playing for the 17, you know. He just didn't want to sit on the bench. He wanted to go to a lesser league before he come to the big leagues. But he was one of the players that we wanted to pursue.
I'm trying to see where we can get a midfielder in January. Because I just feel like after the World Cup, we're going to need
You need a Partey replacement.
Yeah.
Or a Partey backup, I should say.
But there's not a lot of them, you know, out there. There's a guy in France called Fofana, who is very good.
It is not a profound statement I'm going to beat for. Partey is the best CDM in football. Maybe a bit. I know people are going to say Rodrigo. I don't think so. Partey is the best CDM.
Rodrigo or Rodri?
I call him Rodrigo. Rodri. Yeah. From Man City. I don't see a better CDM actually.
Okay. Then Thomas Partey right now?
I don't see a better CDM. When he's healthy. Because it's rarely healthy, by the way.
Well, he really played good in the Liverpool game. In the second half. I think in the first half.
He played good in all the big games, man.
Yeah, that poor first half.
When he plays against Man City, Liverpool, Man U. Remember we get to Man U with him and Elland and the boss in the midfield against Man U?
Pesa say I agree with you, Kronke.
Pesa no football.
Dima doesn't. Dima don't agree with you. Let me put it that way.
But Dima, who is the best CDM in football, Dima? Dima, you need to watch Partey more than Dima. Stop watching Liverpool. Watch Arsenal now, because you know they're not going to win this year.
All right, maybe we should ask Dima, who is the best CDM in the Premier League?
I'm not saying Premier League. I'm talking about football, period. Not even saying the Premier League. I'm saying in football.
No, I'm just asking him there first. Like, who is the best one in the Premier League? Because I just saw something today where they said that even Douglas Luiz, we won't be able to get him again in January. Is it that he has signed an extension?
Yeah, he signed a new contract with them. Or is signing a new contract with them.
What?
It's okay. We need to upgrade on David Luiz. We are at the point now, management. We don't want good footballers. We want excellent football. Dima, it's debatable whether it's Rodri or whether it's. I think Partey is better than Rodri. I think Rodri is very good, by the way. I think Partey is more mobile. I think Partey makes better, incisive passes. But Rodri is good on the ball.
Yeah.
But at least.
Who said Casemiro? Casemiro not. Casemiro was rubbing bench the other day, man.
Casemiro can't get out McTominay, you know what I'm talking about Casemiro.
No, man. For the last cup, no, man. Kronke, seriously. Kronke probably can win the ball better than Partey.
So let me say this. When you watch football, Dima just talked about complete football, I know. That's what Dima talked about, you know. No, Dima will say Rodri better than Partey. And he wants to support Trent. That's a Trent can defend. Even though Trent admits he can't defend. Even Trent can admit to you, saying he can't defend. But Partey is a well-rounded midfielder. You notice that Arteta brought him on, even like nonsense game mannings, man, because he wanted somebody to close the game out. Partey is an excellent player. And he's showing more offensive repertoire than he did at Atletico Madrid. But if you watch Arsenal more...
What? No, man. Paulino from Fulham, better? No, man. Caicedo, no. Onana, no. Dima, no, you're getting ridiculous, Dima. You're getting ridiculous.
So, Dima, that's a very unbiased opinion.
You're getting, no, Dima. Right now, the two best midfielders, CDMs, are Thomas Partey and Rodri. If Kronke was playing, I would say he's probably up in there with them. But Kronke, even last season, Kronke didn't have a good season because he was struggling with injuries. That's the truth.
Kante's a brilliant player. Kante's a brilliant player.
And the truth is he wasn't playing a lot of CDM even last season. He wasn't. institution.
I'm not sure people see the game within the game in Partey plays, you know. Look for the game within the game. Look how he plays. Look when he controls the ball, how he looks for the more incisive pass, then make the outlet if it's not there. Every single time. He just get the ball as past the 5-yard pass. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Watch him. He's a brilliant player.
Listen, Caicedo from Brighton, I rate him, but he's not at Thomas Partey level.
He's a good player, but he's not Thomas Partey.
He's not. Listen, let me tell you this, Demo. I can name Bissouma not better than Partey, man. Come on, man.
Bissouma can't get out the bench at Tottenham to get that high word.
Bissouma not better than Thomas Partey, man.
He can't get a high word.
Even when we wanted Thomas, even when Arsenal fans were asking for Bissouma, it wasn't to replace Partey. It is when Partey get injured for him to play.
Yeah. Or to replace Xhaka.
Or to replace Xhaka, not to replace.
Because Partey can play box to box, huh?
Listen, go and check Thomas Partey playing at Atletico Madrid.
Well, when he went to Liverpool, Demo should remember this. When he went to Liverpool, Demo they stifled for you guys. Atletico went through and went to the final. Didn't they stifle Liverpool with Partey in the middle?
Thomas Partey run that whole midfield with Jordan Henderson.
That's why we bought him.
Younger.
That's why we bought him.
Yeah, man. But Kronke, good show, really good show. Some good discussion. We need to get some information on after the investigation with a lot of these things in the league. I realize that there's some good, like even the Thomas Partey thing has just faded.
No, it hasn't faded. He goes back to court, I think, in February or something like that.
You know, the Bissouma thing, you haven't heard anything about it either.
Bissouma thing has been squashed.
Okay.
The Bissouma thing has gone away. They probably contributed to somebody's funds. And Partey thing has been put off. I think there were 3 cases. It's down to 2 or 1 or something.
Okay.
1 went away. Yeah.
Rice off farm. Listen, let me tell you this. Fiat Madrid never stifled nobody, boss. We missed a whole bunch of chances. Demo, let me tell you this, Demo. Melissa Man is on Kronke. Oh my, I can't believe, say yourself a bias. No, listen. Declan Rice, not at Thomas Partey level. Brother, it's just because Declan Rice is English, brother. Declan Rice is no big baller. Declan Rice don't worth more than 20 million pounds.
I'm not going to say that. Declan Rice is a good player. He's not Thomas Partey. Declan Rice is not. The only comparative in the Premier League is Rodri from Man City to Thomas Partey.
Or Kronke, when Kronke was fit and running right after Kronke.
But Kronte is not being fit. Kronte is not being fit.
Yeah.
Kronte is not being fit. Yeah, Kronte is a brilliant player. That's not debatable. And if you talk about when Kronte is fit, he's up there with Partey. Because he covers a lot of grass, and he's also a decent offensive player. He don't get enough credit.
No, fresh God. I did not say Casemiro, not a near Partey, no.
Well, he may walk by him sometimes when he's on the field, but he's not in this class.
Kronke and I differ on this one. Listen, Casemiro is older now, so I'd give Partey the edge. But I can tell you, Casemiro at his best, in my opinion, is better than Thomas Partey. But he's older.
So in what sense is he better? Because Partey is not young enough. Partey is what, 29 going on 30? Partey is not young.
But is Casemiro's at 39?
No, he's about 30.
Who?
30, 31.
Casemiro's around 33.
Is he 33? I thought he was like 31 years old.
No, he's 31. Is it? I'm very sure that he's 33. Let me check it and see.
Maybe he is.
He's 30.
Okay. So I'm right as usual. 30, 31. I'm right as usual. I don't. And he's a year older than Partey, isn't he? I think Partey is 30. He's almost 30. He was 29. He's almost 30. So they're not much different. Partey is a better CDM.
Oh yeah, Fresh God is saying that is you say it. Not me, Fresh God. It's Kronke said that. It's not me. All right, Demo doesn't call name. Demo don't like you what the show exit. How can I NDD better than Thomas Partey, bro? NDD can't leave Leicester.
NDD can only block and break up plays. NDD can't start any play.
No,
Demo, Demo, watch Partey against Leeds on Sunday, then come back and talk to me. Watch him how he plays. Watch when he controls the ball, how he looks first to make an incisive pass, then takes an outlet, go wide if he doesn't have it. Look how he just never is under pressure, how he has time on the ball, like the kid from Juventus. What's his name? The French guy?
Rabiot?
No, not in Rabiot. Look at how Ravel plays. If you want somebody closer to home. Always has time on the ball. Create their own space and have time. You don't have to go to Rabiot. You can look at Ravel, for example.
Brethren, Peebo, if Thomas Partey did not get injured at the back end of last season, Arsenal finished in the top 4. This is not just the 5 games. So go back to last season.
Man is man.
Undefeated with Thomas Partey in the team.
Did he play against Man U? Did he play against Man U this year?
The one game we lost, Partey didn't play.
Exactly.
Demo, that Liverpool game, Arteta should not have played the man.
No, Arteta feel like he can't do without him. That's why he plays him when he's injured.
When he got the red card against Liverpool, he should not have played.
No, he's been injured since he's been with us. He's only played, I think.
No, man, we're talking about the game when he came off the plane and turned up for the game again.
Yeah. He's only played about less than 60% at one point. I don't know what the number is now. Of the games available to play with us, he don't play about 60% of those games. He's always injured. He's never fit.
Yep. All right, so we're going to close out the show, Kronke. Anything you want to say in closing?
I am looking forward to an excellent game. Series of games this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. It's my birthday weekend, so I'm going to enjoy it. By the way, we had a brilliant event last week, Saturday, for my old soccer team, Unisoc. It was a great event.
Yeah.
We had some politicians there, good music, good food, good people.
Yes, a Jamaican politician.
The MC was brilliant as usual, so it was a great day.
Who was the MC? Diego?
Diego didn't turn up. No, it was a good event. It was a really good event, seriously.
So who were some of the footballers that turned up?
Huh? No, it was a good event. We had fun.
Rockford, I am saying to you that Casemiro, I believe Casemiro is better. How you saying that I am biased? Is it Kronke say that Partey is better than Casemiro?
Man is man. If you can't get up McTominay at the Man U side, and if you beg for you get game, you can't better than Partey. Okay, Partey went to Man U, McTominay not even in the same.
So Kronke, Demo play cricket right in the Bronx League, so he's asking if you live in New York because he's always the man making ducks over there. Though.
Yeah, I live. Of course, I live in New York. The only place Jamaicans should live in New York when they come to New York. Only borough. I didn't know Bronx. Bronx was always the borough where you just figure out why you go all the way up in the mountains. No, but my brother lives in the Bronx.
So tomorrow is the birthday or Sunday?
Tomorrow's the birthday.
Okay, yeah, man. Happy birthday when it comes, man.
Yeah. It should be a fun day.
Yeah. So
I don't worry. I tell my niece and nephew, we don't take cheap gifts, so you better buy something nice.
So let me ask you, so the event last weekend, players who used to play for the club also came out?
Yeah, but the fun thing, man, is a lot of players who play now didn't turn out, which was disappointing. But some of the older players, of course, came. Yeah. The club has been around for over 30 years now. It's been around for a while. So.
Okay. That's good. All right, yeah, man, big up. Happy birthday tomorrow. I hope Arsenal will give you a win against Leicester. And then Liverpool will beat City.
Weekend fun. Yes, we hope to win. We have to win. If they keep on, because nobody's challenging Man U. I mean, not Man U, Man City. Even though Spurs winning, even though they're not playing well. They're doing well. Even though they're not playing well, they're still getting the results. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, man. All right, blessing, Kronke. Take care and we'll talk, man. Thanks for being a part of it.
That's what everyone. First God and others. Rest up. And Demo, Trent still can't defend. Have a good night.
That's a party blow, people. Listen, that's been a very good. It has been a very good show. It has been a pleasure being with you. I am Manning's man, That's Kronke right there. We had Demo, we had CC, and so many in the comment section. Thanks to all the moderators. Thanks to all the persons who this was your first time. Thanks for all the likes, all the shares, all the super stickers, all the super chats. Really appreciate it. We didn't hit the target, but we are still grateful for everything. All right. Listen, keep on sharing the content. That's how the channel will grow. And more people will know it's good content, good conversation, a lot of respect, and I'd say decency. And so you can invite others to be a part of it. All right. Get some females to come and talk about the sport as well.
I like the studio. I like the studio look.
Yeah?
And the mic, it look like a fish on studio. Look like Star Trek.
I don't understand how studio and Star Trek come into one.
Because Star Trek has like a studio background here on the ship. It's almost like a ship type environment you're in.
Okay.
Look good.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, we will hear tomorrow. Hope Casey can win because it's Kronke's birthday.
We're not hoping for Casey to win. We don't hope when we go to Casey. There's no hope. You create your own luck.
Where's the game? Is the game at St. George's or is it at Casey?
Doesn't matter where the game is played.
Hey.
We're not into this. You can beat next week if the game doesn't go as I predict.
Let's end the show, baby. Because it's gonna start a brand new thing.
I'm more concerned about Russies against Froome than I am about Casey against Georgia.
No man, Froome won the first game and I think they're gonna win the second game.
Yeah, they're probably a better team.
Yeah. So big up. Bless up one and all, yeah man. I'm Manny's man. This has been I Am Sure Sports. As usual, we say we are over and we are OUT out of here.
Boom, check it out. I don't know it's Jason. I'm a represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe and share. Jason representing I Am Sure. I Am Sure Sports.